My name is Mr. Ademujimi Adedoto. We'll be looking at the topic I call Wheatstone Bridge. Wheatstone Bridge is a device used to what? To measure resistor. Okay? It's a device used to what? To measure resistor. Is also known as what? Accurate device. It's an accurate device that can be used to measure the value of what? Of resistor. This is what we mean by Wheatstone Bridge. This Wheatstone Bridge. This is a Wheatstone Bridge. Wheatstone Bridge. Where this is R1, R2, R3, and this is R4. Okay? This is the mid resistor. The mid resistor, which is R5. Which is R5. Okay? Which is R5. Normally from there, for a balanced Wheatstone Bridge, R1 over R2 must be equals to R3 over what? Over R4. For a balanced Wheatstone Bridge, R1 over R2 must be equals to R3 over R4 for a balanced Wheatstone Bridge. Meaning that for a balanced Wheatstone Bridge, current must not be flowing in the mid resistance. That is, current must not be flowing in the what? The mid resistance. So we break it here, we break this here. Okay? We break this here, we break it here. So current is no more flowing through the resistance. So current flowing out through here, we have V. This is the negative side, so we have this side to be what? To be 0. So this is A, while this is what? B. Okay? Let's call this to be what? X, and we call this to be what? To be Y. Okay? You can see that this and this, they are what? They are in series. R1 is in parallel to R2. R1 is in parallel to what? To resistor R2. Meaning that the current through them will not be what? The same. This will be I2. Okay? So since we've what? Since you've removed R5, so the current passing through R1 will be the same current, the same value of current passing through R3. That will be I1. Okay? The same amount of current passing through R2 will be the same amount of current passing through what? I2. Because there is no current flowing in the mid resistance. So the circuit is said to be what? Balanced. Okay? So from here, we know that V, this will be V minus what? V minus X. Okay? Since this and this, they are connected in what? In parallel. Due to this junction, they are in parallel. That is R1 and R2 are what? In parallel. Due to the junction, meaning that this is X. So this also can equal to what? To be X. Or you call this what? Voltage X, and this will be what? Voltage what? X. Okay? The voltage that will be what? Entry what? R1 and voltage I2, R2 will be what? The same. Why? Because these are in parallel. They are in parallel due to this junction. They are in parallel. Okay? And R3 R4 also in what? A parallel. Are in parallel due to this junction 2. Okay, so we can call Vx and this to be Vx, or we can call this to be X and this also to be what? To be X. Okay, so we have V minus X equals to I1 R1. Call this to be asterisk 1. X minus 0. X minus 0. This is 0. This is V. Why this is what? 0. Okay? That's 0. That's why we're having 0 here and we're having what? V here. So that will be equal to I2, I1 R3, equation 2. Also this V minus X will be I2 R2 asterisk 3. Okay, also this also, because the current is flowing like this, so we have X minus 0 equals what? Equals I2 R4 asterisk 4. So we have 3 equations on the board, 4 equations. So we can say what? Divide asterisk 1 by what? By asterisk 3 by what? By asterisk 1. Okay, and asterisk 4 by what? By asterisk 2. So we can have asterisk 1 by this. That will be asterisk 3. That's V minus X upon asterisk 1 minus asterisk 1. That's V minus X equals to I2 R2 upon I1 R1, which is still the same thing as I1 R1 over what? Over I2 R2. Okay? Over I2 R2. This and this will go. So it becomes what? 1 equals to I1 R1 over what? I2 R2. Okay? Let's circle this. Also, this is what? Yes, 2 by 4. 2 by 4. Okay? Which is equals to X minus 0 equals to what? I1 R3 upon X minus 0 divided by what? I2 R4. Okay? This and this will go. Becomes what? 1 equals to what? I1 R3 upon I2 R4. Okay? Circle this. 1 equals to this, 1 equals to this. So we can have therefore I1 R3 over I2 R4 equals to I1 R1 upon I2 R2. Okay? Therefore from here you can say I1 over I2 is equals to what? I1 over I2 is equals to what? Equals to I1 over what? I2. Okay? And R3 upon R4 is equals to R what? R1 upon R2, which is still the same thing as R1 upon R2 equals to R3 upon what? Upon R what? R4. So this is the formula for calculating what? Unknown resistor in a Wheatstone what? Bridge. That's the formula. So let's look at one example of that. Question 1. The value of R4. Find the value of what? Of R what? R4. Okay? Now, for this to be what? To be balanced, it means that R1 over R2 must be equal to R3 over R4. For this to be what? To be balanced with Stone Bridge. R1 over R2 must be equal to R3 over R4. So you can see what? Recall that R1 over R2 is equal to what? R3 over what? R4. So this is R1, R2, R3, and this is R4, right? The R4 is unknown. So what's R1? R1 is 2 ohms. R2 is equal to what? 1 ohm. R3 is equal to what? 3 ohms. R4 is unknown. So let's call this to be X. Okay? So we can have R1 is 2. That will be 2 over R2. R2 is 1 equals to what? R3. That's 3 upon what? Upon X. Cross multiply. So we can have X to be equals to what? 3 over 2. So X equals to 3 over 2, which is 1.5 ohms. 1.5 ohms. So therefore, X equals to R5 equals to what? 1.5 ohm. So that's what? The value of what? Of the resistance, which is R4, is 1.5 ohms. 1.5 ohms. We're given R1, R2, R3, but R4 is unknown, which you have to find the value of what? Of R4. So you're going to recall from this, okay, the R1 over R2 equals to R3 over R4. R1 is this, R2 is this is R3. R4 is unknown. So that's 2 over 1 equals to 3 over X. You cross multiply, okay? That will give us what? 3 times 2 times X, that is 2X equals to 3 times 1. Divide through by this and this will go. X equals to 3 over 2, which is 1.5 ohms, okay? The effective resistance. Find the effective resistance in a circuit. Find the effective resistance A and B. Find the effective resistance. Find the effective resistance. Then looking at these circuits, can we say this is balanced? Is this a balanced circuit? Look at it. For this to be balanced, it means that current must not be flowing through the mid resistance. Current must not be flowing through the mid resistance. This is the mid resistance. There must not be current flowing through the mid resistance. Okay? Now let's see if this is balanced. R over 2R is not still the same thing as R over 2R. Still the same thing. That is R over 2R is still the same thing as R over 2R. See the same thing. Since this and this is equal to this and this, meaning that this is balanced. Meaning that this is balanced. Then we get to what? We remove what? This. Because current is not flowing through what? 5 R ohms. Okay, we can have it. Therefore, we can have the diagram this way. This is series connection. That will be R plus R. That gives us 2R. Then we have what? This plus this. That will give what? 4R. That will be for what? For R. This is a what? Parallel connection. Yes. This is a parallel connection. This is a parallel connection. So what will be R effective? R effective will be 2R times 4R equals what? Equals 2R plus what? Plus 4R. And this will give what? 8R over, what would it be? 2 into bracket R plus what? Plus 2R. You can't add this and this together, they are not the same. This is internal resistance, while this is external resistance. Small r, big R. 2 here 1, 2 here 4. That will be what? 4R over what? R plus what? Plus 2R. So this is the R effective. Find the value of R3. Find the value of R3. Thank you and God bless you.